Hello everyone, myself Mukesh Kumar Pandey, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, CUSA Institute of Science, run by CU Ronak Foundation, Ashram Road, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Today we are going to talk about types of ovule. This topic has been selected from BSc Semester 3 Botany, paper number 202, unit number 3. So let us begin with the lecture. First of all, in this diagram, you can see there are 6 type of ovule. All these 6 type of ovule you can see in the diagram. One by one we will discuss about them. First type, that is called orthotropous, and the second type, which is cercinotropous type of ovule. Third type, that is anatropous ovule. Fourth one, the type D, that is hemianatropous ovule, which is also known as hemitropous ovule. The type E, that is amphitropous ovule, and type F, that is campylotropous ovule. So all this type of ovules one by one we will study. So this is the first type, which is called orthotropous or atropous type of ovule. Ortho means straight and tropous means turn. So here in this diagram you can see it is very straight, and micropyle, chalaza and funicle all are in the same straight line. All are in the same straight line. You can see micropyle, chalaza and funicle all are in the same straight line. Even hilum will be there in the straight line. So such kind of structure, such kind of ovule will be called orthotropous or atropous type of ovule, which can be seen in the Polygonum plant. That means in the Polygonaceae family you can see such kind of ovule. Now the next type, that is anatropous ovule. Here ana means backward or up and tropos means turn. Actually in such kind of ovule, what is the new thing? Here the 180-degree movement, 180-degree turn will be there, and as a result of this 180-degree turn, you will be able to see the micropyle will be very close to the funicle. Here in this case, the micropyle will be close to the funicle. It will be close to the hilum. So the body of the ovule becomes completely inverted due to 180-degree movement or turn. It will be completely inverted, and so that the micropyle lies very close to the hilum. And such kind of ovule can be seen in the Gamopiteli members. Now come on the third type, that is hemianatropous or hemitropous type of ovule. So here you can understand hemi means half. So it will be just like the anatropous but partially half. Half anatropous you can say, hemitropous you can say, because here the turn will be not 180-degree while the turn of 90-degree will be there. That means the ovule will be present at the right angle of the funicle, and you can see in the diagram very clearly. This is the ovule. The ovule is now in this direction, which is right angle to the funicle. Funicle is here, and the ovule is present at the right angle of the funicle, 90-degree angle of the funicle. That's why it is called hemianatropous. Instead of 180-degree turn, here 90-degree turn will be there, and at the right angle of the funicle, the ovule will be present. In this case also the micropyle and chalaza will be in the same straight line, but the ovule is at the right angle of the funicle, remember. So such kind of ovule will be called hemianatropous or hemitropous, which can be seen in the ranunculus plant. Now come on the fourth type, that is campylotropous type of ovule. Here the campylos means curved. So curved structure will be there. You can see the curved type of ovule here. Ovule will be curved and such kind of a structure will be produced, which can you can see in the diagram. So the body of the ovule is curved or bent round, so that the micropyle and chalaza do not lie in the same straight line. Here you can see that the micropyle and chalaza, they are not in the same straight line because the turn is there, the curved structure is there, and micropyle is here, but in the same straight line you will not be able to see the chalaza. The chalaza will be here. The chalaza is here. You are not able to see the chalaza in the same straight line. Chalaza part is here and micropyle is here. They are not in the same straight line. If the chalaza will be here, then it will be in the same straight line. But here, in this case, you cannot see it. The chalaza is here and micropyle is here. That means in such kind of structure because of the curved type of ovule. Now the micropyle and chalaza are not in the same straight line. So such kind of ovule will be called campylotropous type of ovule, and such kind of ovule can be seen in the Leguminosae plants. The plants which are included in the family Leguminosae, in that you can observe such kind of ovule. Then come on the next type, that is amphitropous type of ovule. In this amphitropous type of ovule, you will be able to see the curvature of the ovule is very much pronounced, and the embryo sac also becomes curved. Remember, here in this case the curvature is very pronounced, and here the embryo sac is also curved. So the curvature is there, embryo sac is also curved. In such kind of structure, you can see the horseshoe shaped type of structure. Horseshoe shaped structure will be there. Very much pronounced ovule, and embryo sac is also curved. Then such kind of ovule will be called amphitropous type of ovule, which can be seen in the Alismaceae and Butomaceae family. You can observe such kind of ovule. Now the last type, that is Cercinotropous ovule, sixth type, that is Cercinotropous, which is very antique, which is very unique type of ovule, special type of ovule you can say. The nucellus and the axis are in the same line in the beginning. But due to the rapid growth on one side, the ovule becomes anatropous. Only one side growth will be there. So first of all, the ovule will become anatropous. That means the 180-degree turn is there, and ovule will become anatropous. Initially it will become anatropous during the growth. But after that, the curvature will be continued. The turn will be continued, and as a result of that, again the turn is there, and finally there will be 360-degree turn. 360-degree movement will be there. So finally it will become again straight. It will become again straight. So the curvature continues further, and the micropyle again points upward. So 360-degree turn will be there. In the case of anatropous, there will be 180-degree turn, but here in this case 360-degree turn will be there, and as a result the Cercinotropous type of ovule will be produced, which can be seen in the Opuntia plant, which is a special type of ovule. So we have to remember about all these 6 types. The first was orthotropous, in which the micropyle, chalaza, hilum, funicle all are in the same straight line. The second type, which was anatropous ovule, in which 180-degree turn will be there, and the totally inverted ovule will be there. In this case, half inverted, that means 90-degree turn will be there, and the ovule will be present at the right angle of the funicle. In the fourth type, the curvature was there, and the ovule will be curved. That's why the micropyle and chalaza will not remain in the same line. In the fifth type, the curvature will be more pronounced, and as a result the embryo sac is also curved, and you can see such kind of ovule which will form a horseshoe type of shape. Then the sixth one was Cercinotropous, which is very special type, in which 360-degree turn will be there, and it is present in the Opuntia plant. Thank you so much.